This podcast is a member of the Voices of Wrestling Podcasting Network. Visit voicesofwrestling.com to hear the rest of our great podcasts, as well as show reviews, columns, opinions, and updates across the world of wrestling.
And welcome everyone to episode 28 of the 5-Star Match Game. I'm your humble host, Joe Gagney, and get ready, because today we are talking one of WCW's most well-known shows, the Great American Bash. So there will be a concert from David Allen Coe in between rounds 3 and 4. And this is Crockett WCW only, so don't worry about Paul Bearer getting buried in cement or anything like that. And what a panel we have today, all returning champions. First up, you can hear him on the At Odds with Wrestling and Longbox Heroes podcast. He holds an 8.7 rating on Cage Match. Is Joe Sposto. Joe, how you doing?
Oh boy, I could make so many remarks in regards to my Cage Match rating, but that did not get me booked anywhere else, but it did get me an offer before we started speaking. No date, just like, hey, would you want to do this? Like, yeah, here's my price. I saw your score on Cage Match, so
Wow.
It worked. No, I'm kidding. It was my friend Scott. I only get booked by my friends. That's the way I like it.
That's what friends are for.
That's right.
All right.
And thank you for having me on the show, and thank you for that wonderful introduction, Joe.
Always good having you on. Up next, making her second appearance, fresh off a hosting gig for the Voices of Wrestling flagship, it is Erin Quinn. Erin, how are you doing?
I'm a little upset because I just spent the last hour rewatching Kenza Suzuki versus Billy Gunn from the Great American Bash 2004 in preparation for this show. And I have a feeling that is not going to be pertinent to the discussion.
No, thankfully, no, not the Great American Bash, not the Bash, not the NXT. No, we're going the classic, the show that really ran the gamut from classic Jim Crockett to Vince Russo insanity. So plenty of that yet to come. And last but never least, he's a Texan now, so I hope he acts like Stan Hansen in public. Mr. Rob Naylor. Rob, how are you?
It's the first time me and Stan Hansen have ever been compared. I'm good, thanks. I'm doing all right down here in the Lone Star State. I will say that a concession for me being on the show is it couldn't have been about the WWF Great American Bashes, so I'm very glad to be here, and we're going to have some fun.
Yes, Robert. No one likes these reboots of the WWE, so never.
There was like one that was good, right? Maybe two. The one where Eddie Guerrero bled a bucket. That was a good one, right?
I thought that was a different show. See, I was so checked out at that point. I think I stopped watching them in 2004. Yes, I know I worked there for 2 years, but I did stop watching them in 2004, and it's just like, ugh.
All right, well, we have 5 rounds of very exciting trivia, so let's dive in with round number 1. What's the stipulation? For this game, I'll give you a match in a year. You tell me the stipulation it was competed under. So if I said PN News and Bobby Eaton against Steve Austin and Terry Taylor from 1991, you'd hopefully respond a terrible capture the flag scaffold match.
Now, I will say terrible before.
You would have to say, yes, you have to say terrible.
You have to.
I will say the match I give you may not have a stipulation, in which case you just respond no stip. And a title match doesn't count. We're looking for the unique situation the match was competed under. Everyone gets 5 questions. Correct answers worth 1 point apiece. Joe, you're up first. Are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
All right, you get Vampiro versus Sting from 2000.
Okay. The WWE version was called the Inferno match. The Sting and Vampiro one was called the Human Torch match.
That is correct.
Ugh,
if you had just gotten guys setting each other on fire, I would have given you credit for that.
I was going to say dog shit set someone on fire match, but no.
Yes, that would have been appropriate. All right, Erin, you get Akira Hokuto versus Medusa from 1997.
That was a title versus career match.
That is correct.
Wow.
All right, Rob, you get Kevin Sullivan versus Chris Benoit in 1996.
Oh, hell yeah. They had hard ones. Falls Count Anywhere matchup.
That is correct. Everyone's perfect so far. Round 1. All right, back to Joe. You get James E. Cornette versus Paul E. Dangerously in 1989.
tuxedo match?
Tuxedo match is correct. All right. Erin, you get Dustin Rhodes and the Young Pistols versus the Freebirds and Fantasia from 1991.
That was an elimination match.
Elimination match is correct.
Oh, no, best match on the show.
Well, that's
No doubt.
not a high bar to clear on that shit. All right, Rob. Also from 1991, you get Nikita Koloff versus Sting.
Oh, the infamous Russian chain match.
Russian chain match is correct.
Yeah.
Joe, you get Big Josh versus Black Blood, also from 1991.
Boy, you go through 91 all the stipulations on there, and you just say the stipulations. Was this a Russo booked card, or was this like a this was a lumberjack match?
Lumberjack is correct, appropriately enough.
Yeah.
All right, Erin, you get Vader versus Sting in 1992.
There was no stipulation on that.
That is correct. No stip, just for the title. All right, Rob, you get Lex Luger versus Barry Windham, also from 1991.
Jesus.
That's this whole category.
Oh, man. This is the easiest thing ever. This is a cage match, my friend.
Steel cage is correct. I can't trip anyone up.
Yeah, we're all doing good.
Yeah.
It's going to
All
be
right,
a tie, three-way tie. Let's just call it now.
Well, we'll see. Joe, you get Dave Sullivan versus DDP from 1995.
Okay.
Ugh.
This was a blind spot for me, so this was the stuff that I watched. Aaron, again, you watched Billy Gunn versus Kenzo Suzuki. I watched 95 Great American Bash to prepare for this.
Ugh.
This was an arm wrestling match.
Well, that is correct. My word. All right. Erin, you get the Steiners versus the Varsity Club from 1989.
That was a Texas Tornado match.
Tornado tag is correct. All right, Rob, you get Mike Awesome versus DDP from 2000.
Oh, get fucked. Let me think. It's oh man, I don't. Well, you know what? I'm gonna guess stretcher match.
Oh,
No?
I'm trying to. It was an ambulance match. It was an
Oh, did I
ambulance.
say it before you just did? Can you give me?
No, Rob, I'm gonna give you credit for that because that was.
Oh, hey man, thanks. I appreciate it. That one really hurt me to guess, but yeah, the ambulance match.
All right, Joe, your final question of this category: Doom versus the Rock and Roll Express in 1990.
This was just a standard one for the tag titles, right? Yes.
I'm glad you think so because you are
Regulation
correct.
All right.
On that match. All right, Erin, your final question: Randy Savage versus DDP from 1997.
Oh, I'm so glad. This was the only WCW pay-per-view I went to because I grew up in the Quad Cities.
Oh wow.
This was it's like a street fight, no rules match.
I'm a little torn. It was Falls Count Anywhere, though. But you know, I think that's close enough. I'll give you. You were there. I'll give you credit for that.
There you go. If you could give me ambulance for stretcher,
I
that
suppose.
one.
Yeah, ambulance stretcher. I think we'll count it. All right, Rob. You get Chris Benoit versus Meng in 1997.
God, I got both of those old redacted matches. Let me think. Oh my God. Let me think of this thing. Oh shit. You know, I'm just gonna say it was a regulation match. I don't think it had a thing, did it?
Oh, it was a death match. Was the official
Oh, but
name.
it did. All right.
Not to interrupt, didn't they have another match that was a tap out match?
Oh,
Like it was like I could have swore because like there was one match that it was specifically set up that it's submission only, but they called it a tap out match, and that was like the first time that I ever recall like tap out rules being a thing.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah. And that's what I would have said. I would have said tap out match, but death match. Like what were the what did the death match mean?
I think it just meant like submission. Memory serves. So, all right. So at the end of round one, what a round! Joe and Erin tied with 5. Rob right behind with 4. As we move on to round 2, it was a very good year. This game, I'll give you a match or circumstance. You tell me the year it took place. So if I said the first ever Great American Bash, hopefully you respond 1987. Or, yeah, I think it was whatever. Whatever year. Everyone gets 5 questions. Correct answers worth 1 point apiece. Erin, you're up first. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, the first Bash on pay-per-view.
1988.
88 is correct. All right, Rob, you get the Bash wins Best Major Show in the Observer Awards.
Okay, I know this one, but I have a question too. So it's 1996, correct?
No, I'm afraid it isn't. It was 1989, that famed Bash show.
Oh, God damn it. Yeah, that one was good too. Okay, so quick question.
Sure.
So earlier you said the first Great American Bash was 19. I studied every single Great American Bash house show tour from 1986, like every Flair opponent. Are we not doing 86 when they went to all the stadiums like Charlotte and
those will come up those will come up in a little bit, but I figured.
Oh, that's delightful. So that's not my Suzuki. Okay, I wanted to make sure. I didn't know.
All right, very good.
I didn't know whether I Kenzo Suzuki myself on that one because I did a lot of studying on that.
All right. So, Joe, your first question is the Bash wins Worst Major Award in the Observer Awards.
That had to be 91, the classic.
Oh, that's correct, yes. All right, Erin,
Classic
you get one of two Bashes Hulk Hogan worked.
Mm-mm.
There are two possible answers.
Oh, one would be 1998.
That is correct. 2000 was the other. All right, Rob, you get Vader's first Great American Bash.
Oh, 1990 against the Z-Man Tom.
Oh, I
Hanks.
couldn't trip you. I thought I could trip you up there.
Yeah,
random one-off kind of, and kind of vanished for a bit, but that's correct. All right, Joe, you get one of 2 years in the 90s. There was not a Great American Bash.
So this tripped me up as well when I was doing my research because they were missing from the award-winning World Wrestling Entertainment Network. 93 would be one of them.
That is 94 the other.
Yeah.
All right, Erin, you get the first War Games on pay-per-view.
It was 1989.
That is correct, part of that show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Rob, you get the Bash was a series of 13 shows.
Oh, hell yeah. This would be 1986.
That is correct, yes.
Yes.
I told you.
I asked you that earlier. How crazy is that? All right. Good stuff.
All right. Joe, you get Shinya Hashimoto works the Great American Bash.
92?
92 is part of the tag tournament. NWA tag titles is correct.
Yeah.
All right, Erin, you get the last year the U.S. tag titles were defended on the Great American Bash.
1990?
1990 is correct. It was not defended in 91, and I think it was gone by 92. It weren't defended anyway. All right, Rob, you get the first year the Cruiserweight title was on the line in the Bash.
Not light heavyweight, cruiserweight. So, okay,
Cruiserweight's
going to be, it's Dean and Ray, and that's Bash 96.
96 is correct.
All right.
All right, Joe, you get Bobby Heenan's last Great American Bash.
How long did he kick around? I'm going to say 98.
Oh, it's 99 was the
Ugh, shit.
All right, Erin, your final question. The Bash wins Worst Match of the Year in the Observer Awards.
So many options. 2000?
No, it's 91. The dreaded scaffold match won.
Fuck.
All right, Rob, your final question. Ric Flair's last year headlining a Bash.
Ooh. Headlining. I'm going to go with 90.
Oh, it's 95, him and Savage.
Oh, that's with the dad. All right, yeah.
Yes, Angelo Poffo.
With the dad. All right.
The dad is correct. All right, Joe, your final question. Goldberg's only Great American Bash match.
Oh, wow.
The year, right? Not
The year, yes.
Okay. 98?
98 is correct.
I was trying to think of his run and when he would have won what. Yeah, okay. All right, yes.
All right, so that round, Joe and Erin both had 4 correct. Rob had 3. Joe and Erin still in the lead with 9. Rob with 7 as we head to round number 3. List them and learn. Time for the game of contestant interaction. For this game, I'll give you a category. Say every wrestler who worked Great American Bash will say there were 100. Player 1 will say how many they can name off the top of their head. We'll say 80. Then switches to player 2, who can either say they can name more or challenge player 1. If you say you can name more, you don't have to increase by 1. You can name as many as you want. It goes back and forth until someone is challenged, at which point they have to name the proper number of names. Do so, you earn 2 points. Make any mistake, your opponent gets 2 points. Everyone gets 2 questions with a chance to go first and also challenge. So we have 3 questions in this round. One has 9 items, one has 18, one has 32. Rob, you're currently in third place. You get to pick which one you would like to go for.
All right. Now, if you remember, I got all of the people in the tag team tournament in 1992 correct the one time.
That's very true.
I'm going to think maybe 32 is the amount that is in the NWA tag team tournament, which sucked, but it was at Bash 92. So I'm going to we're going to go with 32. Let's go big.
All right, we're going to go with 32, but I believe I asked you that question on the Clash show you were on, so I'm not going to repeat.
Ah, damn it. I thought you might.
Nope. I will say Great American Bash 1989 is regarded as one of the great shows of its era. 32 men can say they competed on that show. Rob, how many can you name?
Oh, shit, there was a double ring battle royal. All right, so we're going to go with, I could name, God, I could do 22.
22. All right, Joe, you are challenging in this round.
Competed. Like, had a match.
Had a match.
Okay. And Rob said 22?
Rob said 22.
I'm going to do 25.
25. Oh.
That was a good show. I know this one and I know 92, so fuck it. We're going to go 26.
26.
Go for it.
All right, 26 names,
man.
Rob.
All right. There's a battle royal. So we're going to go with, okay, we'll do 10 to start, the War Games. Hawk Animal.
All right, there's 1 and 2.
Lane Eaton Doc. Gordy
Nice.
Michael Hayes.
Okay, hold on. I got you track.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Dan Lane,
Gordy
Bobby
Michael
Eaton.
Hayes, Jim Garden. Yeah. The 3 Freebirds. And then you got Fatu, Samu, the 2 Simone SWAT teams. Corny and Paulie. They count.
Right.
Sullivan, Rotundo, Scott and Rick Steiner.
Gives you 15.
Brian Pillman, Wild Bill Irwin.
All right, that gives you, all right, Brian Pillman's 15. Irwin's 16.
Sid, Dan Spivey, Shane Douglas, and the recently departed John Ace.
Is Johnny okay? Did something happen today? I wasn't online today.
Yeah, I think he's gone.
Yeah, Terminator, like his brother.
Ah, there you go.
Oh, that's right. Good call, Terminator.
All right, so hold on. We had
sorry.
Tool and all right, 19 and Shane Douglas gives you 20. We need 6 more.
Oh, hell yes. This is so much easier. Okay, 6 more. Okay, so we got Sting, Muda, Flair Funk. Oh my God, I'm not even have to do the Battle Royal. And Lex and Steamboat.
Yeah, I believe that should give you 26.
Holy shit, I didn't have to say Ranger Ross or anything. All right, there it is.
There you go. Ranger Ross was also. I'm trying to think of names you did not mention. You were going so fast, hard to keep track. Eddie Gilbert was on the list. You mentioned Ranger Ross. Ron Simmons. Scott Hall was in the Battle Royal as well.
Gator.
And Kevin, I think you said Sullivan. So, yep, that was it. That's it. You did it, Rob.
Hell yeah. See, I'm good with 89 and 92. Everything else is questionable.
All right, Joe.
I was afraid we were going to dip too far into the Battle Royal, and then I was going to run out of names. Good job, Rob.
Yeah. Hey, thanks, pal.
All right, so, Joe, you have 18 and 9 as your categories. You are going next here with Erin.
Let's do 9.
9, okay. In 1986, the Bash consisted of a series of 13 shows. Ric Flair had NWA title matches against 9 competitors. How many can you name for Rob?
I know all of them.
I know Rob knows all of them.
Sure.
I studied like it was a test.
Let's start low and say 3.
3, okay, Erin.
Go for it.
Wow,
3 names,
okay.
that's it. All right.
I
Okay.
clearly didn't study this.
Okay.
So for sure, 1986, Ricky Morton, right?
That is correct. That gives you 1. You're a third of the way there.
Was the see? I'm gonna mix up all the other ones, right? I'm just trying to think here.
There's one obvious one.
Dusty.
Dusty gives you 2. We need all of one more.
Magnum TA?
That gives you 3.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
All right, Rob,
I might be able to tell you where they were, too. The only reason I know them all, the Freedom Ball, when I was a little kid, PWI did a Big Bash magazine, and, like, they had all the results on one page of every single one. I just remember reading them like it was, like, science class or something. So I just remember all this shit. Road Warrior Animal, Hawk, probably Robert Gibson.
Yep.
There's a whole bunch of them.
So, because again, because Flair had the championship for so long, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, because like Ronnie Garvin's in my head. I'm like, was he wrestling Ronnie Garvin already in '86?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no. And then I'm thinking to myself, like, no, it was 80. That was like '87. But yeah, he was. And I'm just like, all right.
Maybe Wahoo. Yeah, there was a bunch. That was a cool summer. That was well done
Hawk
by the Dream.
in there maybe at some point?
Hawk was Veterans Stadium. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. It was Animal and Hawk. Nikita Koloff had a shot. Robert Gibson, Ron Garvin, and Wahoo McDaniel. In addition to
There you
the 3
go.
you said gives you 9.
Hell yeah. Good question.
Oh, that's a great question. Holy shit.
9.
All right, Erin, you and Rob are up next. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. From 1990 to 2000, 18 men can say they were involved in a WCW World, US, or TV title match at the Bash. How many can you name?
You said there were 18?
18, yes.
I'll say 15.
15. Whoa. All right, Rob.
Oh, wow. Go for it. I don't think I
Okay.
can do 15. All
All right. Everyone gets a chance to go. All right. Let's do it.
Okay, so you said this was a World, US, or TV title match?
Yep. At the Great American Bash from 1990 to 2000. So these would be the pay-per-view shows.
Okay. Sting?
Sting gives you 1.
Flair?
Flair gives you 2.
Luger?
Luger gives you 3.
Mean Mark?
Mean Mark gives you 4.
Barry Windham?
Barry Windham, 1991, gives you 5.
Vader?
Vader gives you 6.
Arn Anderson?
Arn gives you 7. Get the TV title.
The Renegade?
Renegade. Oh, fighting Arn, 95. That's correct. Gives you 8. You're more than halfway there.
Oh, Conan?
Conan gives you 9.
Pat Tanaka?
Pat Tanaka.
AKA, I believe.
Yeah.
El Gato is correct.
El Gato?
Gives you 10.
The Giant?
Giant gives you 11. You are 4 away.
98 Goldberg?
Goldberg gives you 12.
TV title. Booker T.
For T gives you 13. We need 2 more.
Chris Benoit.
14. We need 1 more name.
Fit Finlay.
The Fit Finlay makes 15. So you are successful.
There you go.
We had Jeff Jarrett and Kevin Nash for the world. They had the world title. Randy Savage, also the world title, and the Monster Mang fought Sting for the vacant U.S. title. Okay, so everyone was successful that round. Everyone got 2 points. So Joe and Erin still tied with 11. Rob right behind with 9. With HelloFresh, you get farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. Savor every last second of summer with HelloFresh. HelloFresh delivers fresh quality produce from the farm to your door in less than a week, allowing you to enjoy the delicious flavors of the season right from your home. Heading out for one last vacation? Update your delivery address and enjoy HelloFresh at your vacation destination with just a click. Plans are flexible, so they work with your changing schedule. It's going to be fall soon. School's back in session. Hard to get dinners ready. Everyone's so busy, but HelloFresh makes it simple. A lot of great recipes. Big fan of the lemony basil chicken, but there are plenty of delicious recipes right at your disposal. So go to HelloFresh.com/VOW16. Use code VOW16 for 16 free meals across 7 boxes and 3 free gifts. Again, HelloFresh.com/VOW16. Use code VOW16 for 16 free meals across 7 boxes and 3 free gifts. Do it today. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. As we head to round 4, putting in the work. This game, I'll give you 2 names. You tell me who worked more Great American Bash matches. Now, this is matches, not shows. So if someone was in a battle royal and worked a singles match on the same show, that's 2 matches. And this is only for Bash pay-per-views, not the tours in 87 and 91. So. Let's just say if I gave you Ric Flair and Rick Steamboat, hopefully you respond Flair, because Flair worked 8 matches to Steamboat's 6. So everyone gets 5 questions. Correct answer is worth a point apiece. Rob, you're up first. Are you ready?
No, I'm never good at this. But yes, I am ready. I'm just kidding. Let's go.
All right. Your 2 names are Buff Bagwell and Conan.
I guess I'm going to say Buff Bagwell had more matches.
That was Conan, 4-2.
Motherfucker. All right.
All right, Joe, your 2 names, 2 similar superstars, are Bret Hart and the Disco Inferno.
Disco Inferno.
2-1. Poor Joe. So sad to have to admit that.
Mr. Hitman. And the Hitman match was like the craziest match ever. And it's like nobody. Anyway, sorry.
All right, Erin, you get Steve Austin and Alex Wright.
I'm going to say Steve Austin.
That is correct. It's 2-1. Alex Wright only worked one Steve Austin in 91 and 92. All right, Rob, back to you. You get Ron Simmons and Paul E. Dangerously.
Competing in matches.
Yep.
Ron Simmons.
That's correct. 3-2. Paul E. did have 89 and 91.
Well, he did have 2 matches. That's a good. I would have never thought. I figured, okay, he had that cage match, but yeah, him and Cornette too. Good call.
All right, Joe, you get tag team partners Steve Williams and Terry Gordy.
I'm gonna say Steve Williams.
Yeah, correct. 5-4. He had 1 extra year.
Yeah.
There. All right, Erin, you get. Speaking of brothers, Rick Steiner and Scott Steiner.
Rick?
Rick is correct. It was 8-6.
Oh, my God. Okay.
All right, Rob, back to you. You get Scott Norton and Tom Zenk.
Of course I do. I'm going to say Scott Norton had more.
Oh, no, it was Tom Zenk, 2-1. Norton only had the Fire and Ice match. And
he did.
Tom Zenk had got squished by Vader, and I think
Diamond Stud, yeah.
Yeah, Diamond Stud 91. That's correct.
Good call.
Right, Joe, you get Arn Anderson and Brian Pillman. A couple horsemen there.
Does the Yellow Dog match count? Or
I'll say it does.
Okay, I'll still say Arn Anderson.
Oh, no, it's Brian Pillman, 6-5.
It was that Yellow Dog match. God damn.
Fucking Yellow Dog. Way to go.
All right. Erin, you have Sid and Vader.
I only got half the brain that these other 2 do, so I think I'm going to do all right. So I'm going to go with Sid.
Sid's correct, 3-2. Vader only had 2 Bash matches because 93, 94, there weren't any, so they were collided with his time. All right, Rob, here we go. 2 grappling greats, Elegante and Ultimo Dragon.
Beautiful. God, what a matchup. I would say... So he wanted the belt in 90. Let me think. Wrestled One Man Gang with the Little People. Just Ultimo, man. It has to be Ultimo, right?
No, it's Elegante. He lost those 2 matches. Only Ultimo had 1.
Oh, he had the 6-man in 90. He wanted the belt, but he wanted the 6-man. Okay, shit.
All right, Joe, you get Lord Steven Regal and Terry Funk.
Regal.
That's correct, 2-1. Funk only had 89. All right, Erin, you have Barry Windham and Chris Benoit.
And we're counting total matches, not just...
Total matches, yes. So
Okay. Because Windham gets confusing because he's on that tournament.
yes. So if he happened to work multiple matches there, it would add to his overall total.
Right. But okay, you know what? I'm gonna say Benoit.
Oh, it was Wyndham, 6-4.
Oh.
All right, Rob, your final name is Chris Jericho and Perry Saturn.
As you may tell by my answers on this, the late 90s Bash is pretty perplexing to me. I'm gonna say I can flip a fucking coin. I'm just gonna say, I guess we'll say, I want to say Jericho, but it's opposite day for me, so I'll say Saturn instead.
Oh, opposite day is a good day for you. You're correct.
Yes.
2-1.
Opposite day.
All right, Joe, your final two names are Johnny B. Bad and Mike Rotunda.
There was no weird Wall Street matches, like, Mr. Wall Street. Any of those, if he was there as any of those things, it counts, right?
Yes, any gimmick this does encompass.
Let's say Mike Rotunda.
You're correct, 4-1.
Okay.
Andy there. All right, Erin, your final two names are Dean Malenko and Rick Rude.
Rick Rude.
No, it was Dean. Rick Rude only had one match at the 92 Bash. And then 93-94, there were no bashes. So Dino had 2. So at that round, Joe had 4 correct. Erin had 3. Rob had 2. That means Joe is in the lead with 15. Erin right behind with 14. Rob with 11 as we head to our final game, the Sprint. This game, I will ask each of you individually 10 fill-in-the-blank questions in a row. Correct answers worth 1 point apiece. If you do not know an answer, just guess because we don't go back. So, let's see, Rob, you're in third place, so you're up first. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, let's finish strong here. Here we go. Lex Luger finally became WCW World Champion after he hit Barry Windham with a blank at Bash 1991.
Pile driver.
Correct. The 1990 Bash had the tagline of blank.
A new revolution.
New Revolution is correct. The 1985 Bash was held in the state of blank.
Pennsylvania?
No, it was North Carolina.
That too.
All right, Ole Anderson was handcuffed to blank during the 1990 Bash main event.
Oh, wait, 90. Junkyard Dog?
No, it was Elegante. Come on, Rob.
Fuck, it's my guy. It's my guy.
All right, blank kidnapped Missy Hyatt before the 1991 Bash main event.
The Hardliner Collection Agency owes Dick Murdoch and Dick Slater.
Ric Flair won the blank by beating Roddy Piper by DQ in 1999.
U.S. belt?
No, the presidency of WCW.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
All right. The 1986 Bash ambitiously kicked off at blank in Philadelphia.
96 Bash?
No, 86, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Bash
Veterans
Tour.
Stadium.
Veterans Stadium is correct.
Yeah. That's when Wahoo got the blade stuck in his head.
Oh, why?
Shinya Hashimoto filled in for blank at the 92 Bash.
It was took the DDT from Liger off the top. Akira Nogami.
That's correct.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Randy Savage was accompanied by blank for his 1995 match with Ric Flair.
The Dad, Angelo Papa.
The Dad is correct. And finally, Harley Race still had blank on his tights during his 1990 Bash match with Tommy Rich.
Wonderful question. A crown.
The King's Crown is correct.
The best is on commentary. JR is like, oh, he must be a fan of the Sacramento Kings.
No one is that big a fan. All right, Rob, great job. 7 correct answers. That gives you a total of 18. You are currently in the lead.
Hey, wonderful.
All right, Erin, you are up next. Are you ready?
Yeah, as ready as I'll ever be.
Okay, here we go. Kevin Nash shockingly powerbombed blank at Bash 96.
Eric Bischoff.
Correct. The 1989 Great American Bash had the tagline blank.
This is a really good show.
That would be good, but it was glory days. The 1997 Bash was held on the holiday of blank.
Father's Day.
Correct. Blank shockingly returned after a 5+ year absence doing a run-in during 1990's Bash main event.
The 1990 Bash?
1999 Bash. Someone did a run-in and made a big return.
Sid.
Sid is correct. Sting beat the Giant at the 98 Bash to win the blank.
The WCW Tag Team titles.
That's control of the tag titles is correct. Right.
And a victory for non-smokers everywhere.
Yeah. Smoking Giant, yes. After their match in 1996, John Tenda cut off Big Bubba's blank.
Half his hair and beard?
His goatee. We'll give you credit for that. All right, Lex Luger did not win the title in 1988 due to blank.
He was bleeding a dubious amount.
Correct. Kevin Sullivan and Chris Benoit famously fought in blank during their Falls Count Anywhere match in 1996.
There were men in the women's room, Tony.
Oh, women's room is correct. Dave Sullivan won blank by beating DDP in an arm wrestling match in 1995.
He won a date with Kimberly Page.
Correct. And finally, Rick Steiner beat Sting in a Falls Count Anywhere match in 1999 when blank.
When Sting was attacked by a group of dogs.
Sting was attacked by dogs is correct.
Wow. WCW, everybody.
Yeah. That says it all. What a round. You had 9 correct answers. That gives you 23 points. You are currently in the lead.
Can I jump in here? By the way, that was impressive. But would you have accepted Luger didn't win the belt in 1988 because of Maryland State Athletic Commissioner Ray Iannucci?
Yeah, I would have accepted that. I also would have accepted
I just remember Gary Capetta with the clothespin on his Ray Iannucci, and I'm like, who the fuck is Ray Iannucci? And like for years I've had that name in my brain, like Doug Dillinger being a civilian, and it's crazy. But anyway, all right, yeah, good round there, fantastic.
All right, Joe, you need 9 to tie, 10 to win.
Jesus Christ. Here we go.
You can do it. Go for it.
All right, here we go. The city of blank has hosted the most bashes.
Baltimore.
Baltimore is correct. The 1988 bash had the tagline blank.
The price of freedom?
The price for freedom is correct.
All right.
Wow, good job.
That's a little overblown, but okay.
Yeah.
Ricky Morton pinned Robert Gibson in 1991 after hitting him with blank.
They say it was a computer, but like whatever that thing that Alexander York had was.
Etch-a-Sketch, yes.
Or word processor.
Etch-a-Sketch.
All right, the 1987 bash saw the debut of the blank gimmick match.
The Tower of Doom.
You know, I had War Games, but I do believe you are correct. So
No.
I'm gonna give you.
Okay.
I will give you credit for that.
If someone else thinks I'm wrong, let me know.
All right, moving on. The Fantastics replaced blank at the 95 bash, who had a conflict with Smoky Mountain Wrestling.
The Rock and Roll Express.
Correct. Goldberg joined the blank at the 2000 bash.
The New Blood?
New Blood is correct.
I wanted to say, because again, I'm trying to think of like, shit, what side were Bischoff and Russo on? Fuck. All right.
Blank was the Yellow Dog at the 91 bash.
Oh,
I'm going to cover this, but
Brian Pillman.
Brian Pillman is correct. Blank appropriately beat Sean Stasiak in a boot camp match in 1999.
G.I. Bro.
G.I. Bro is correct. Blank subbed for Marcus Alexander Bagwell in 1995 against Craig Pitbull Pittman.
That would be Hacksaw Jim Dugan.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan, your final question. Blank was the special guest enforcer for the 2000 bash main event of Jeff Jarrett versus Kevin Nash.
And again, this is a nice plug here, Joe. The 24th entrant in the AIW JT Lightning Invitational Tournament, none other than Ernest the Cat Miller.
Oh, I was hoping you'd get that wrong. That'd have been hysterical. But you are correct, Joe. You ran the table.
Wow.
That 87 question. I'm almost certain it was the Tower of Doom, but if the host says nobody else is going to correct him like a jerk off like I did.
A little bit about that, best as I can tell.
My palms
correct.
are like super sweaty. Oh my God.
Just super warm. Joe, awesome job on that. Everyone did a great job. That game.
Great job, everyone.
Yeah, great job.
So who won?
Joe just won. He did. He
I'm a
ran
little
the table.
slow. Okay. Yay. Good job. I thought he tied. I didn't. I just knew I lost. So it's like, see who won.
Oh, Rob.
I always lose on these things, but God damn it, they're so fun. I love doing it.
I remember the time Rob did win, and he's like, guys, I won at the end. He was so happy. And that made me happy.
I was like Barry Horowitz in 1990 Global. I was like, yes, I'm a winner. But no.
Also, a VHS tape of his exploits. That show.
You beat me to it. I was going to say he put the podcast on an audio cassette and was selling it.
I was throughout the better San Antonio region. People just love it.
All right, Erin and Rob, we always have a tiebreaker question in our back pocket just in case.
Oh,
Mr. Kawhi, would you like to participate in our tiebreaker? Because I never get a chance to use this again. So.
Yes.
All right, how many matches did, we'll say, JCP and WCW hold on pay-per-view? How many Great American Bash matches did they hold on pay-per-view? So from 88
I'm notoriously bad at this, but okay, I'll send you a DM.
Some years had a lot. Some years had very few.
I just sent my secret answer.
All right. I got Rob. I've already said to the group TM, but that's okay.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so we had Erin with 120. We had Joe with 125. We had Rob with 206. Correct answer was 88.
Oh my god.
God damn it. I would suck at Price is
Right.
Right. Oh my god.
30 match bash cards, apparently. Like an independent
It
show.
seems like I've watched 206 matches, all right? It seems like it.
All right, Erin, very good. You win the tiebreaker question. You have cemented second place. But, Joe, you are the winner. So what do you have to plug?
Hey, I have no, you mentioned my plugs up at the front of the show, so that's good enough. Erin, super jealous. I'm not a CGC person, but that 9.8 Secret Wars 8 that you got recently, I'm super jealous of that.
I thank you. I'm not going to say, I mean, I might have already flipped it.
Like I said, I'm not a CGC person, but there's certain books that I have in my head that I would love to get and just like put up on the wall and have for prosperity's sake. And a 9.8 of like a book that old is amazing. And I wanted to publicly congratulate you, but because of like the timing of when the shows come out and when people listen to them, what did you win from your recent like random draw on the Hawkins and Broski podcast?
I won a AWA Remco style figure of Matt Cardona.
Wow.
And because I have flipping tendencies like Rob Van Dam, it has also already been flipped. So,
if I got a Broski figure in the mail, it might have flipped right into the trash, but that's just me.
I think, how's this work here? Because, I mean, come on. Like,
oh, hey, there you go.
Oh, look at that. We're seeing
incredible
stylish
limited
picture.
of 1,500.
Oh, very nice.
Someone just offered me $20, so I'm in
Hey.
the money.
$20 is
Hell
$20.
yeah.
All right, Erin, do you have anything else going on besides the wonderful world of wrestling figures?
No. I want to thank Joe for bringing me on here, and other Joe and Rob. Pleasure to be on here with such luminaries of the industry, titans of this
Luminaries.
genre. You can catch me on Twitter at Miss Erin Quinn. If you scroll back through the flagship feed, you can catch me filling in for Joe Lanza in an obvious LGBT Pride Month tie-in, and that's probably the best places that you can find me.
Excellent. All right, Rob, what do you have going on these days?
Man, look, I got nothing going on as far as I looked at this Skype thing. I had to reinstall Skype even to do this show because I haven't done any kind of podcasting or anything lately. Just check out my Twitter. I post cool clips. And yeah, man, watch the Lex Luger documentary. That's about all I can say. But thank you so much for having me on the show. I love doing it. I think pretty much quarterly. I do probably maybe 3 of these a year, and I always have an absolute blast.
Well, thank you. And I will just add that the 5-Star Match Game is a proud member of the Voices of Wrestling Podcasting Network. Follow the show on Twitter at 5-Star Match Game with the number 5. Email us at 5starmatchgame@gmail.com with 5 spelled out. Head to our Red Circle page, hit the donate button if you are so inclined. Thanks if you do, no worries if you don't. Our logo was designed by Rich Craich, and the show may be edited for entertainment purposes. We should be back in September. Pretty quick turnaround on this one. Please stay tuned. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great time.